Hello, and welcome back. Here's a question worth sitting with tonight. When the texts get shorter, and the conversations get quieter, how do you know if love has slowly turned into familiarity? Not gone. Not broken. Just quieter. Today we're going to look at that quiet honestly, at what a habit made of love actually looks like from the inside, and at how to tell the good kind from the kind that's gone hollow. At the start, you notice everything. The exact color of their eyes in bad light. The way they text back in 2 minutes instead of 20. You reread messages. You choose the right punctuation like it matters, because for a while, it does. That attention isn't discipline, it's chemistry. It burns bright and it burns fast, and it was never built to last forever. That was never the plan. So the quiet, when it comes, isn't a verdict. Every love that survives long enough moves from that early sprint into something slower. The nightly novel of texts becomes a single home soon. The 3-hour dinner becomes takeout on the couch, half watching something neither of you chose carefully. That's not failure. That's what happens when a nervous system stops treating someone as new. Think about a path you walk every day without looking down. You don't decide where to step, your feet already know. A habit is exactly that, something the mind hands off so it can stop spending effort on it. That's not cold. It's efficient. The question isn't whether love became a habit. Of course it did. The question is what kind of habit it became. Here's the honest test. Not do you still talk. Almost everyone still talks. Ask instead, do you still look? Not stare. Look, the way you'd notice frost holding the exact shape of a flower that isn't there anymore underneath it. A habit can carry warmth the way ice can carry a shape. Or it can just be the shape, with nothing left inside it. You know the reflex kiss at the door. The love you said the way you'd say bless you, automatic, correct, gone before it lands. It isn't dishonest. Most days it's completely fine, nobody has the energy to make 40 conscious decisions before breakfast. It's just running on autopilot, the way you drive a familiar road and arrive with no memory of the last 10 minutes. The danger isn't the autopilot itself. It's forgetting there was ever a driver. There's a field you walk past so often you stop seeing it, even though, if a stranger saw it once, they'd stop walking entirely. That's what a person can become inside a long habit, extraordinary and invisible, purely from repetition. Somewhere in the first year, you noticed every one of these. Somewhere after that, your eyes learned to walk right past them, the way they walk past a familiar street sign. The flowers didn't get less remarkable. You just stopped budgeting a glance for them. Here's the part people get backwards. Comfort is not the opposite of love, it's what love earns, if it's given enough winters. The steadiness, the way you can be tired and unfunny and still be wanted, the way silence in the car doesn't need filling. That kind of ease takes years to build. It would be strange to mourn it just because it stopped feeling like fireworks. What actually erodes love isn't comfort. It's stopping the small acts of choosing, the ones nobody sees, that never announce themselves as a decision. Asking a real question instead of a habitual one. Noticing a bad day before being told about it. Nothing dramatic ends a relationship in one afternoon. It's usually 100 missed, ordinary moments, stacked quietly, one on top of the last. So try this, gently, this week. Ask them something you'd ask a stranger you wanted to know better. Not logistics, something real. Not "how was your day?" That one's a habit too, and you both already know the answer before it's asked. Watch their face while they answer, instead of thinking about your reply. It's a small thing, planting one fresh question in old, familiar soil. But it tells you fast whether the curiosity is dormant, or whether it's gone. None of this means chasing the early rush back. That would be like asking a forest to stay in spring forever. Seasons change for a reason. What you're chasing instead is smaller and steadier. A look held 1 second longer than it needed to be. A hand reached for without a reason. Proof, in tiny pieces, that someone is still choosing to be here. If the habit has gone hollow, it rarely comes back all at once. The way sunrise doesn't arrive as a single event either. It's slow, and gradual, and mostly invisible while it's happening. You don't wake love up with a grand gesture. A weekend away helps for a weekend, and then Tuesday arrives again. You wake it the way morning wakes a valley, 1 degree of light, then another, given time to actually land. So the real question was never has it become a habit. It always was. The real question is smaller, quieter, and easier to answer honestly. When did you last really look at them? Not through them, on the way to something else. At them. That's it. That's the whole practice, unglamorous, repeatable, and it works. Love turning into a habit was never the problem to solve. A love with no habits in it wouldn't have survived the first hard year. The real work is just remembering to notice the habit while you're inside it, to keep choosing the same person, on purpose, again and again, long after it stopped needing an explanation. Thank you for spending this quiet stretch with me. Take care of each other. Good night.